Hello Nitro fans, Racing 393. Another video series. Hopefully not part 20. I'm trying to keep it down a little bit. I had quite a lot of following on my previous video, which isn't finished. I'm having trouble getting hold of some bits, but it's sort of in the wings at the moment. But we're on to the next one now. I've got like 3 kits turning up. They're not Nitro as it happens, but there's 3 kits going to turn up, which I'm hoping to start to do my build series soon. I've got enough kits to build, but I've also got quite a lot of kits to restore. This is the next one. So this is the Schumacher. This particular picture is a Schumacher 3-speed. Now I've got a single-speed version of this and a 3-speed, both in need of restoration. And we're going to start with, although this is the 3-speed version that you can see just on the picture here, I'm going to do a restoration on the single speed at the moment because it seems to be, from the offset and from first looks, nevertheless, a bit of a cleaner car, if I'm honest. But it comes in single speed and 3-speed. This came out in '91. It's a bit of a it's a very popular car, but it's not a very, hello, what shall I say? Is it collectible? When you read things about it, people are well impressed because in its day, '91, this was super quick. And you've got to remember that Schumacher, you got the Fusion 21, those are 3-speed. The Menace, that was 3-speed, and they're all pretty much as quick as each other. It had the same engine. This, what is in it? The Pro, is it like a Force engine? I could be wrong. Pro 21. The 2 I've got, one's got one of these engines in and one has got a different engine in. I don't know much about it at the moment. It might even be a Pro 21, just different coloured head, thinking about it. Anyway, that's beside the point. So we're going to get down into the shed. Now, at the time of recording this video, I have started disassembling bits on the car anyway. So I've had problems with the GoPro, like massive problems, and I haven't been able to film what I want to film. So we'll skip ahead. It's only like a few hours work. Now these cars, let's go a little bit of a thought and opinions on these. Like I said, back in the day, super fast, 3-speed. I've got a Fusion 21R, or whatever it is. I've got it up there. It just about gets to 3-speed, mainly because it doesn't actually run straight enough for long enough. But they are a good 70-mile-an-hour car if set up properly. Now, maybe with the bigger wheels, like on this sort of truggy type chassis, whether or not you'll get 70 out of it, I think it claims online, people said you do, and it goes quicker. I don't know. I've never had one flat out to clarify that, but. And the problem, one of the main issues with this chassis, as you can see there, well, you might not be able to see, this has been upgraded by the looks of it. It's got like aluminium front wishbones and the standard plastic rear. But they have upgraded the turnbuckles all round, which is what I will need to do. The car has a lot of slop, so everything sort of falls apart. And, well, it doesn't fall apart, it just flops around. So I need to look into it first, but I don't intend to spend a fortune on this because it's very proprietary. There's a lot of things, like I've said of other cars, there's a lot of things on this chassis that are only this chassis and nothing else. I have got 2 of them, as I've said, 2 chassis, so I've got plenty of spares. There's going to be some upgrades on it to get it to sort of sit right. Now, it's only rear-wheel drive, and you can see it's got, well, the one that's near me, I'm looking at another picture as well. The one you can see in front of me there has got like those typical Schumacher balloon tyres on. They could do with foams in them, if I'm honest, but one of my tyres, as you'll see when we get down in the shed, is shot. But I've got another tyre off another wheel off the other one I've got, so not a problem. but I'm currently looking at a different picture, and this one's got I think they're Venom tyres, I believe, and that's the way I'm going to go. But not yet. It's not worth me buying anything at the moment. I just want to strip it down, as you'll see, because it's got a problem with the diff. These diffs are fairly... what's the word I'm looking for? I nearly said are very barbaric. That's not the word. Very simple. That's not quite the word I was looking for. It's just a ball diff. But this one, it does drive when you sort of move the flywheel, and it does drive the rear wheels. But when you try and operate the diff, it feels like it's locked up. So whether something's broken inside, I don't know. You can still buy parts for this from Schumacher themselves, and they're not that expensive, and you can get them online. But it's yeah, you need to sort of, I would recommend, if you're going to think about restoring one of these, try to buy the best one that's available. They're just, I believe, did these come ready built? I've got a funny feeling they did, but I could be wrong. Anyway, that's enough of that. I don't know how many parts this will be. Hopefully not too many, but we're going to get down into the shed. I'm not sure how I'm going to film it yet. I might have to be on my phone, which is a right pain, but that's my problem. Yeah, let's get down there and I'll show you what I've done so far. Okay, so with all the GoPro issues, I didn't have sound. It just didn't work, so I've got to do a bit of a voiceover. Anyway, here's the car. I've took some of it apart already. The electrics have come out. You can see that it's a very old but simplistic car chassis. It's got that proprietary like weird hex. It's not a hex, it's like a Schumacher style of fixing the wheels. I've yet to take the motor, the engine out, but we did have a bit of a problem. A few things. That tyre for one split, so I need to get some tyres. I think I might have mentioned about the Venom tyres. But anyway, onwards and upwards with the rest of the dismantling. Alright, here we are. I've got the car apart. So this is the motor that was in it. I think it's I'm just trying to look at it now. It is a force engine, I think. Standard engine. Pro 21R, so I haven't looked at it yet. It hasn't got much of a compression, but it's reasonably clean, so we'll have a look at that during this series. You can see here that I've got everything apart. It's very proprietary with, you know, things like this engine mount, for example. Grubby, you've got to clean that. It's a very basic chassis. And the most important bit about this is making sure I don't break anything, but this is the gearbox. Super easy, but I need to get these drive shafts apart, which isn't going to be easy. Yeah, there's somewhere I've got a tool which takes these apart, and then they undo from the center. So yeah, let me strip this down. We'll go from there. You have to excuse me, I'm just holding the camera. So that's all the diff, or most of the diff, apart. So I'm going to clean that up. We've got the bottom engine mount, wheels, which I'll come back to later on, fuel tank and gearbox casing. Now all these rest of these bits here I can clean in the shed. Couple of issues. That is pretty worn, so I know you can still get these. I might get another one. And the thrust race is broken. The bearings all there, little ball bearings, but there's another sort of thrust race that sandwiches them together. You can see that it's in 3 bits.
don't know if you can see that, the light's not very good. I'm holding the camera as well, so yeah. I'm going to have a look for one of them. They're fairly standard, so I've got the manual on my computer, so maybe one of them and one of them. Incidentally, the tool to get these shafts apart is this. So that takes those little things out, those little like universal knuckles, if you like. Right, so I think all I'm left with to do now is to clean and order, I suppose. Okay, I'll do that. I'll be back with some more info soon. Right, I've cleaned it all. So all these little bits here, that's sort of the bits I've taken off to be reassembled. I have ordered some bits and pieces for this. I've got a new belt, some other bits and pieces. I've actually ordered another fuel tank as well. This is of a Nitro 10, so it should fit. But yeah, so I've got a load of other bits coming. So I think what I'll do is we'll end the video here on this initial strip down. Clearly we've got lots of other stuff to do yet with, you know, the car itself, which is over there. The background noise is the heater, so I do apologise. Yeah, so I've got to wait for some bits to turn up now. I think, I mean, it's in fairly good condition. The only downside is the, if you can see there, just, is that out of shot? Just there, got a broken thrust bearing case there. It's in 3 pieces. I think I found one on the internet, so I'll have to wait and see. Nothing's missing, which is good, but yeah, it's just this thrust washer. It's obviously done up too tight, which is why the diff didn't work. So I'll be back for part 2 in the not too distant future. If you'd like to see part 2, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.